Tal Ovadia, Yeshiva Atlanta.
Esther Stiefel, Tamima High School.
Rachel Stein, Yeshiva Atlanta.
Rebecca Cinnamon, Yeshiva Atlanta.
Embrace the past and grasp the future. In May 2005, the 7 of us participated in the March of the Living, a 2-week trip that links the despair of the Holocaust to the triumph of Israel and Jewish destiny. Yet, the message we share today is not ours alone. It is shared with the 32 representatives from Atlanta, the 215 participants from Southern Region, the 21,000 on the march itself, and the 6 million who were murdered in the Shoah. During our week in Poland, we visited many Holocaust sites, including death camps, work camps, and the now silent Jewish quarter of Krakow, trying, in essence, to relive the experience as best we could, so that we could ensure that the world never forgets, and that we never forget. During that memorable week, the past became our present.
Throughout my week in Poland, as I went from concentration camp to concentration camp, it rained endlessly. From Tuesday to Thursday, it poured, it drizzled, lightning struck, thunder rolled. Yet, it was as if I was void of emotion. What I saw in Krakow, Auschwitz, and Birkenau burned my heart, but I could not cry. Maybe what I saw was too much for me to bear. Maybe all I could do was take it in and would only process it later in smaller increments. Whatever the reason, it was as if the heavens were crying for me when I could not. The rain was my tears. However, Friday morning proved bright and sunny, the type of day I had never associated with Poland. That morning, we went to Majdanek, which everyone had said would be the worst of the camps. And it was. When I first met Norman Fryman, he was just the Holocaust survivor on my bus. Yet after walking through Majdanek with him, he has become a close personal friend, a grandfather figure. Norman had survived Majdanek, and somehow still called it his home away from home. As the designated survivor on my bus, he was visiting his childhood memories for the second time. He was with us on the March of the Living to teach fellow Jews what had happened where he had been raised. Essentially, Norman became our tour guide for Majdanek. Every step we took, he had another painful memory, another horrifying experience to share with us. Each building we entered and each barrack we passed had a story to tell. Norman was their voice, a representative of those who had perished before his eyes. His stories, his memories, his lessons have become mine, none of which I will ever forget or ever stop recounting. Waking up to sunny skies that Friday morning had merely been a pleasant change. Little did I know, however, that the rain had stopped for my tears to flow. And they did. They flowed easily and ceaselessly. Majdanek had moved me. Norman had moved me. And what I saw and heard there will forever be with me.
Traveling from Poland to Israel is like going from hell to heaven. It was amazing to see how the remnants of a broken people rose up as one and transcended the horrors that they had experienced in the Holocaust to establish and build their own homeland. So, as if on the wings of eagles, we soared to this inspirational place, Israel, our homeland, our future.
Israel, the holy land of Israel. Such a breath of fresh air, so much life and vibrancy after so much death and destruction. The air is no longer filled with the sadness and pain that haunted us in Poland. Now, here in Israel, smiles and laughter surround us, and the air is full of comfort and joy. As we descended the steps of the airplane, people threw themselves to the ground and kissed the land that we Jews call home. This holy, spiritual, beautiful land is ours. The Kotel, a wall of spirituality representing the hope and future of our people, is a place of prayer and connecting strongly to God. People from all over the world come to see it as an ancient wall, as a sightseeing place, but it is so much more. It is our link to the past, to a time when our holy temple stood and sacrifices were brought directly to God. It is a symbol of future peace and of our hope and faith in the coming of Mashiach. My heart swells with pride when I see the Israeli flag flapping in the wind. There is something about being here in this special and sacred land that is so uplifting and moving. This is my homeland, and I love and cherish it so much. Being here in Israel, I appreciate how lucky I am to live in this generation when the land is ours and we are free to live and visit here whenever we wish, practicing our Judaism openly. I will always remember the brave men and women who have given their lives to protect our land. All Jews are home here in Israel. Am Yisrael Chai, the nation of Israel lives.
While each of us may have gone on the March of the Living for different reasons, we return with a shared goal, to share what we had learned about the past with the future generations. We are a link that binds what was to what will be. Embrace the past and grasp the future. Thank you.